This is Joe and we rise up from England. And you're listening to The
Roosta Show!
Love the hat, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It's actually an early 80s cowboy hat.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. You give me a different little vibe by the look, though. Are you country at heart? Or are you more popish or at heart? How do you describe yourself if no one has ever met you before?
Right. Well, I don't listen much country after 1980. I'll tell you that. But
it has changed.
That being, it's fair, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah. But other than that, I don't know. I'm just kind of an amalgamation of things. And I think that comes out in my music in a really neat way in terms of both sonically and presentation. It's just like, it's pretty liberating when you just kind of think about it when starting a new project like Ice Island from scratch. Like, just do whatever you want, right? Create whatever you want. Create the world that you want to see out there, and then just act on it.
All right. And Ice Island, how did that come about? How does the name come about?
Yeah, well, I thought of it a few years ago, actually, and I was kind of just thumbing through some old science fiction books. There's nothing terribly deep to it, and I was seeing these beautiful kind of science fiction paintings of these desolate kind of Arctic kind of vibes. And then I also thought about where I'm from here in Milwaukee. And right now we're definitely in the Arctic months here. And I just kind of making some loose analogies, maybe just like being on my own, feeling like I'm on my own island, and then mixed with these kind of beautiful kind of sci-fi things. And I just thought I'd make a cool name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess what? It just dawned on me. It kind of looks like a serial killer type movie or something, like someone come from behind me to kill me.
I love that. I love it. It's got classic horror vibe movies.
It does.
I think I might lean into something like that for my next release.
Oh, that's awesome. It's really Sisters of Mercy looking.
Definitely. Definitely.
I mean, honestly, that's what I thought when I first saw it. I was like that. There's a spectacular live Sisters of Mercy with the dude from Mission UK,
mm-hmm.
and all that with him in it. I mean, playing live on a stage with them with Andrew Eldridge and all that is like a phenomenal concert. I mean, just like perfect. Like,
I'm gonna have to check it out. But you're right.
I will send you the link. I promise.
Please do. That sounds right up my alley.
If you ever go into goth rock, man, yeah, definitely. I saw them once with my wife, and when she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And the House of Blues in Vegas. It was badass. It was so cool. But Much respect to.
You're right. There is some crossover though aesthetically. It's not very prevalent, but it kind of
Yeah,
comes out between like classic Westernism and Gothic kind of cultures.
it does.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Love it. Okay, so what got you into doing music?
Mhm.
And what was your first instrument? And the transition through your life to get you to where you're at right now.
Well,
And why?
this may surprise some people. My first instrument was bass, and I started playing bass in various hardcore bands when I was still in high school.
Heck yeah.
And
Come on.
yeah, dude. In fact, let me show you something. I think
Hey, I
yeah,
stayed true, baby.
yeah.
Hey, look at me. Look at what I'm wearing, man. I'm wearing a punk rock shirt right now.
This is my workout sweat hoodie.
Battle Flask. Oh yeah, okay.
It's hard to make out. It's a slap shot hoodie.
Slap shot. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
love
yeah.
slap shot.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's how I love the battle class, but that's how I originally came up in the hardcore scene, playing bass in various hardcore bands, and then I
Yeah.
started doing some vocals, and then I kind of and then things started migrating more towards the indie emo stuff, and I just didn't really resonate too much with that. So then I just kind of stepped back, and I was just kind of studied all my favorite writers from across multiple genres, whether it's Bowie or The Cure, Tears for Fears, whatever. And then I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
I love
So,
The Cure.
oh yeah, me too, man. Me
They're
too.
my favorite band. I saw them twice, but yeah, they're my favorite band by far still.
It holds up so well, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think honestly though, he needs to cut his hair. I think it's
Yeah.
time to cut his hair and let it grow back out again. And
Right.
I mean, because he looked good. Remember in that early one in orange, The Cure in orange.
Yeah, the clean like
Sure.
fade.
Simon came out and grabbed the wig off of Robert and threw it out to the audience, and then he had short hair. Yeah,
Right.
well, I mean, it looked good.
Yeah, he did clean up well, man. Yeah,
He did.
he's really hanging on to it, man. But yeah, I think he could use the clean the clean shave, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. I think so too.
Just a good
With
trim
all
up,
due respect, because he does look good. I mean,
Yeah.
but that does, yeah. I love you, Robert. I always will. I'll be a fan till the day I die.
Me too.
And I mean, was there in 1980, man, loving it.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
died loving them. So, anyways, so I said earlier, your sound kind of reminded me of. I shared a song with my wife. It was
Mhm.
ordinary, and she loved it too. She went, "Oh!" She did like how a dog goes, "Ooh."
Yeah.
And she did that, and she goes, "I like that," and I'm like, "I know it's catchy. Yeah, it's good." And but I said it sounded like early U2. I always been a fan of the early U2. The
Right,
early stuff it was poppyish, yet rockish, and and then his voice.
right,
His voice is always like it's like Robert. It's like David Gahan. It's all these acquired taste.
right,
That's the thing about the unique about this about having experimental bands or being new wave genre type thing because it's all experimental in that genre.
right.
Everything in new wave is experimental, and that it just sounded has that vibe though to me. That
Hmm.
or yeah, and I loved it. It was catchy to me, so that's what caught me to it. Go ahead,
That's
Carrie.
awesome. Yeah, well, I early U2 is definitely an influence of mine. So you picked up on something pretty astutely there.
October, and all that
Yeah,
album. Yeah,
yeah,
all that.
yeah.
Yeah,
October
boy
era.
was a great album.
Yes, excellent. Boys probably my favorite, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
good stuff.
yeah. So your instincts were correct there. You caught that. Yep, yep.
Okay,
That wasn't an
good.
accident.
It was
No, no.
so you said a bass was your first instrument. Okay, that's mine too. By the
Yeah.
way,
Oh,
I
cool.
I started with bass. I still play bass. I have a but just a second, my cat. Get down.
Okay.
My cat was about to pee on my bass.
Oh, wow. Speak of the devil.
Yeah, no duh. I'm not even joking. It was right there. I'm like, what are you doing? Get
Right,
like
right.
lining it up, It's like, oh,
That would have
so
been a
sorry.
catastrophe.
Yeah, it would have been, yeah, because there would have been a dead cat. There would have been blood going across your splat, this and so to create that horror.
That would have been perfect with a backdrop,
That
right?
would have been, don't give me ideas. Don't give me ideas. Definitely. Okay, so your love for music, what got you into creating music? Or I mean, you said you were in early hardcore. I mean, did you
Yeah.
just get that adrenaline rush for playing that type of stuff, and that was like, I need to really get into it more, or what?
Right, right. Well,
What sparked that?
I would say hardcore came along at the right time for me in terms of what I needed in that chapter of my life and like a positive focus and to deal with a lot of like anger and screwed up stuff. So
Yep.
I think that was good. But then it got to the point too where I was always the guy when we got our new issues of like Thrasher magazine, I'd go straight to the music sections. That's
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Is there any other?
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. So that was for a reason. Like I've always just wanted to make music more than anything. So then I just asked myself an honest question: do I want to play hardcore the rest of my life? I love it, but I don't want to play it for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
What do I want to do the most? I want to create music like my favorite, what I consider to be legends, and like The Cure and so forth. These other things. So
Yes.
how do I do that? Well, I better start learning. Well, I better start learning a variety of instruments, and I better start
Exactly.
analyzing these songs and figure out why
Yep.
they're so great. So then I just spent years doing that,
Hmm.
and then I launched a band called Codebreaker, which I guess would be classified as more like indie dance, kind of like
Yeah,
Daft
and
Punk,
you
maybe, but
played
a
with
live band.
a bunch of other bands back in the day, like you said. I mean, that's what you were saying. So tell us about that too.
Yeah, that was an interesting era. That was like the early mid 2000s, and we got a lot of motion back then. We ended up kind of being like the go-to supporting band for acts from like The Faint. The Faint and I, we had a really great rapport. We any Midwest gigs, they'd always request
Huh.
us to be the supporting band. Anyone from them
Awesome.
to Phoenix to Chromeo and all these other sorts of bands at the time. And we did quite a bit of touring and then I had some chronic health issues, and that kind of took me out of the game for a while. So then and then life happens, and I built a business up, and
Yep.
then I started co-writing for my nephew, who's a bedroom indie pop producer who's really talented. And then I was writing all these demos, and he's like, Uncle Steve, how come you're not creating music? And I was like, yeah, I don't know. And he's like, well, you're great. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I'm
Yeah,
like,
no
well, what
doubt.
am I? So then I just created Ice Island, kind of in part out of my nephew like inspiring me to drag me back in the game. And then
Yeah.
once I started kicking off the cobwebs, it all started to come back to me. I'm like, wait, I freaking love this stuff. What was I doing? You know what I mean? Like I miss it so
Wasted these
much.
years, man.
I know, bro. I
I, I,
know.
I'm right there with you. I've created, I have like 80 tracks that I've already written, and some of them are back in 97, and stuff
Uh
like
huh.
that. It's like, why haven't I done shit with this? It's such good stuff. I have a goth rock project, I have a country project
Awesome.
that has like 7 tracks. I have a goth rock project that has like enough for 3 albums and like 6 EPs or something,
Wow.
That'd be a lot of tracks. That's the one I write the most, my
Okay.
main project. And then I have punk stuff, and then
Yeah.
and then some industrial, It's like,
Yeah.
come on, it's all a little bit a part of me, and that's what
Yeah.
you're saying. Your sound is like a collage
Right.
of that new wave era, that old school era, that you cherish, you love, and that's why you write it.
Right.
Because you do it because out of the love for you and the love for your music that you like listening to.
Right.
Right
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Yeah. And so
Okay.
I'm kind of doing I guess like no artist wants to define their music, right? We
Of
all like
course
to
not.
consider ourselves like, oh, I don't feel comfortable laying down any particular category. And like
Yeah.
I guess I tend to do that when I was younger too, but the older I got, I'm like, I gotta pick a lane. Like when you want to describe stuff to people, we have categories for a reason. Get over
Yeah.
yourself, pick a lane. My lane, I guess I describe it as modern new wave. I'm a modern extrapolation on
I
classic
like
new wave.
that.
So
Good.
that's the lane I'm going in. I think that's pretty apt. And you
Yeah.
know, when I what decides what I put out is that does it give you that magical feeling, right? And when I wrote Ordinary, and I even just on a demo level, I'm like, I think this is it. I think this is the debut comeback single. And then I sent it over. To my producer, who's actually my nephew, and we were kind of like working with it and like this is the one. I just got magical vibes from it. It just makes me feel, it just transports me. It transports
Yeah.
me to a world that I want to be in. And if it does that to me, I think it's going to do that to a fair amount of listeners.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly. What is it to you? What is ordinary to you?
Thank you for that. That's a good question. So I think it's a pretty timely comeback single for this stage of my life. I think one of the silver linings about re-entering the game at this stage in my life is like, I think the main silver lining actually, Rooster, is that every day I wake up right now, I'm just happy to have woken up. Firstly, and
That's right.
I'm like, what am I going to do today to make the most and create the most and do the most kick-ass stuff? What are you doing? Don't waste any time. Make it happen. Make the dreams a reality. And what are you going to do from now to the time you go to bed to make those dreams reality? And that's honestly the mindset that I have with Ice Island now. And I think
Good for
that kind of
you.
passion comes out in the music. Ordinary is really kind of it's kind of a defiant kind of anthem, you know? So it's kind of like, how would I describe this? It's kind of like kind of an anthem that I wrote for myself to defeat my own self doubts and to reaffirm the things that I'm capable of doing. And I
Yes.
think that also inspires the listener to give that kind of vibe too. And I've been told too, like already out of the gate, like I think maybe it's just my vibe, but like I'm very like unapologetic. I kind of think still have some of that hardcore kid energy in me that I bring over into kind of being a frontman and a face of this more kind of sophisticated new wave
Yeah.
pop or whatever. But
Yeah.
I think that offers like a uniqueness that you don't often see today too. So I think there's a lot of room. I think there's a lot of room for Ice Island.
Okay. That's wow. That's a good description. I like you're saying that you're like a kid, like Kid Rock types attitude with the new wave, bringing it into the pop. Yeah, that's kind of funny because of coming with that energy of the hardcore,
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
that. I understand where you get at. It's like the transition. I mean,
Right.
you kind of almost have to put on it like Garth Brooks did, different persona.
Uh-huh.
You know what I
Uh-huh.
almost, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's still you, but
Right.
it's like, but how do you describe it? It's almost like the Trinity, the Bible, and all that with God,
Mhm.
and all that, the Holy Trinity. There's different personages, this and that, but it's all you. You know what
You
I
know,
mean?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so. Is that the way you kind of look at it? Because hardcore, you have to be in a different mind zone. You have to you got to be really against the grain at the time, and
Right.
against this system, against the stupidity and this and that. You got to put on your game face, man. You
Yeah.
can't just go out there and wave at people and be all happy dory, and it's not that, man. You got to have that game face.
Right.
Like you're about ready to go into a UFC fight, dude.
Right.
You want people to fear your music when you're playing hardcore,
Yeah.
and feel it like, oh God.
Yeah.
Ooh. So now here's Ice Island.
Right. Yeah.
Is
I
it
mean,
hard to make that transition sometimes?
um, for me, it's at this stage, everything you described feels super natural and instinctual for me, where it's just like,
Very cool.
yo, I'm here. I'm ready to do this. I'm offering something different that hasn't been quite done in this way with this vibe. I got a lot to say and I've got a lot of kick-ass music
Yep.
and I'm ready to do it and I'm ready to build a whole community around it, It's just
That's
like,
badass.
yeah, yeah. And I don't think there's just like I don't think there's a lot like that out there right now in terms of
There
both,
isn't actually.
you know what I
There's
mean?
not a lot of new wave, modern new wave. No,
Right.
not at
Right.
all. I mean, you
And not
type in new wave, nothing comes up.
Right.
but the old school good stuff, I mean, that we all love. But yeah, nothing like you, really. I mean, seriously, there ain't no band like quite like you, except for maybe Simple Minds that are still putting out music,
Right.
but still, but I mean, bands that are still around that are old school that we love,
Right.
they still sound phenomenal. I love them,
Yeah.
man.
Well,
Oh, I
there's a
love
reason why
them.
people keep coming back to
Love
them.
those
There's a reason why.
voices.
Yeah. It's not an accident. And there's a reason why younger people keep referencing that stuff almost more than anything else that I've seen in terms of cross generational.
Yeah.
It's not a mistake because there's just like a level of there's a level of sincerity paired with the level of sophisticated songwriting together
Yeah.
that you just don't see. You hardly ever see it today. You see it if you look really hard. There's a few, but it's not common at all.
No, it's not. No, it's not. So, what's one of your favorite instruments to play with?
Synthesizers, tinkering around with synths. Yeah.
Synths. Huh?
Yeah, I
Wow.
usually start with like synth lines and like vocal melodies, and then I
Do
work back from
you
there.
use all the like? Do you like to use the mods and all that like weird stuff? Like the old school, the analog type stuff, or
Yeah, I do both. I usually start tinkering around in analog before we bring it over into Logic and start laying it out there. But yeah,
funny, cool, good stuff. Good
yeah, man.
stuff. Hell yeah, man. So are you pretty fluent with drums as well, or is that all like electronic?
Put it this way: I
Which
like to.
I'm not gonna lie, I use a lot of electronic. I'm a solo artist myself.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
I mean, we're not octopuses. We can't do everything, sometimes.
right.
We just gotta adapt and overcome
Yeah,
and
man.
use what we can use. But
I got to hear your extensive catalog from your goth project. You got to send me that stuff.
yeah,
You got to send
I'll
me
send
some.
you I'll send you a song I put out, and then I actually had a little health not health thing, but my I deboned my left index finger.
Dang.
That you do all the chords with on the guitar
Yeah,
and stuff, and
yeah.
so I deboned it. The tip was totally off. I hit it with a hammer,
Wow. Oh, dang.
and I had to slip it back over my bone. And at
Wow.
work, I was framing a house and doing the header, 46-foot header,
Right.
and it was like solid heavy. And I was trying to flush it up, and my arm just dropped.
Dude.
I
How long
said,
ago was
I need
that?
to go to the hospital. I've been dealing with for 3 years now. I
Hmm.
just finally had surgery like a year and something ago, and then, but I can't bend my finger, but at 40 degrees, something like that. I
Wow,
got
man.
up to 60 with hand therapy. Got
Sure.
up to 60 something, and then it's stuck at 40 around. I'm sure.
Right. Right.
I mean, so you will hear my stuff, but it will be modified. I got like 3 different projects I want to put out this year, like of EPs to get me
Yeah.
started. One for the goth, one for the country, and one for punk. So,
Right on.
all right.
Could
So
we get a
enough
could we
about
get a
me.
country goth song out of you?
You might be able to do that.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna hear more. Like honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It's my voice kind of reminds me when it comes to punkish. It's more like Mike Ness, Social D type
Oh,
of
cool.
punkish.
Yeah.
Maybe that. Yeah, it's kind of somewhat like that. Like more because he sings country and blues on the side. I don't know if you do that.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that
yeah.
as well. So uh, yeah,
That's
pretty
cool.
good stuff. Yeah, good
Yeah, man.
stuff. So, but I do appreciate it. Some of the songs I wrote with a friend that was in the Marine Corps with me, and I helped him write songs for his family and this and that, and they ended up being really amazing songs. And so I'm gonna do something with them, even if I only write one album. I don't give a crap. One hit wonder, whatever. Call me what you will. Ugh.
Right, right.
I'll see about writing other ones, but there was a time where I really felt it, like, and I do feel it. I mean, I kind of when I got into framing. Gosh, I'm talking a lot about myself. Sorry.
Okay.
Got into framing. I kind of grew a respect for country because I grew up on punk rock, dude. Come on now, dude. I'm still wearing
Right.
my suspenders, man.
Yep.
Come on, baby.
Braces.
Yeah, boots and braces, baby. Anyways, but I don't believe in none of the hate, dude. We'll all have something to offer.
Sure.
Every person is unique and wonderfully created. And I think that like you are unordinary. To be quite honest with you, I
Thank
knew
you.
there was something special about you. I heard you're like one of your little clips on Instagram. I don't know if you're on Facebook.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I heard it and I was like, oh no, that's catchy. That's good stuff. And then
Yeah.
I shared it with my wife and then she fell in love too. So good
Awesome.
job with you with what you're doing. I hope to hear a lot more from you. You say you have a lot more tracks.
Yep.
Good. Are they like ordinary type of stuff or you talking
Yeah. I mean,
or you
everything's
talking
going to be
about other projects that you have in mind that you are working on?
right now. I'm just all in on Ice Island.
Okay.
And every Ice Island song, you're going to be able to immediately tell it's an Ice Island song, but they're going to have some variances.
Yeah.
The next one is going to be a bit more a little. It's like a little bit more the darker tones of new wave, so it's going to be
Okay.
a little bit darker, but still
Like psychedelic furs type like or Love and Rockets
I think more like a
Jesus and Mary Chain.
more like a popular version
I
of
love
like
Jesus and Mary Chain. Do
television.
you like Jesus and Mary Chain?
I love Jesus and Mary Chain.
Okay, carry on
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I would say more like television, but a little poppier.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But we're gonna keep going, and I'm intent on making music videos for every single as well.
Okay.
And,
Are you a live project as well?
not
Or
yet, but
are
I
you
will be.
studio? So you're more
Studio for
studio
now.
right now.
Once we get going and get a few more releases out, definitely live band will be in place, and definitely intend on touring and all that stuff.
Okay, you keep saying we. So who
Yeah,
else do you have involved helping you out with this project, if you don't mind me asking?
sure. So it's like a short team. My team is my nephew, who we co-produce everything together. I help him write and produce,
Yeah,
and likewise with Isan. We're a team. And then
cool.
my videographer who did produce my music video, and we kind of outlined that together because I want this whole project to be very visual the whole time too, and just have a lot of visuals for people to pair along with all the music. So
Yeah,
that's a very key part of Ice Island as well, and we're in regular touch, and we're going to keep just cranking out tons of content that way as well. So, and
yeah.
then obviously I I got a team out of two guys out of Nashville. One guy that I hand off for the mixing to, and then my mastering guy's also in Nashville. So that's basically Ice Island in terms of the team right now.
Hell yeah.
I think my nephew's
It's
probably going to play for me when we start doing live shows, but I
yeah.
got a couple other guys kind of waiting in the wings, so I'm ready to go when that time comes. So
Oh, great,
hopefully
great.
sooner than
So
later because I'm ready to go.
you're ready, huh?
I'm ready, baby.
Yeah, the last time you played live was doing hardcore, right? With bass.
No, that was my first era, and then Codebreaker, where we were getting into before, was my band after hardcore. That was kind of
Ah,
more like
very good.
indie dance kind of stuff. I guess that's what you describe it
Okay,
as.
okay.
Where we play with all those bands that I told you about.
Yeah, I
Um,
smell what you're cooking now. I got you.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So that's kind of the evolution
okay. I
there.
got you. I'm having a backflash.
Yeah, yeah. And we almost got signed to majors a couple times. Real near misses, very close. But
Oh,
many such stories, I
bastards.
suppose. But
Damn it.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
what's some of your major influences from the early days?
Hmm. How early?
Like some of mine, just to give you an
Yeah,
idea,
go for it.
of course, the sisters, I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
grew up loving Sisters of Mercy. I mean, just something catchy about it. I like the basic stuff, I mean, I don't
Yeah,
like things too overly fancy, the
yeah,
flamboyant, to take away from the track itself,
Right.
and so that's why I kind of got into the goth rock and the dark wave and stuff
Right.
like that, and then the Cure, of
Right.
course. But anyway, so go for you. How about
Yeah,
you?
yeah. I'm starting to think about my first albums. Some of them were I remember picking up Headhunter by Front 242 also when I was like 15 years old.
It's one of my favorite tracks, man. I still love that, man.
And
I
I
love
remember
it.
what my first like real concert was Nitzareb with Depeche Mode. And yeah,
Yeah, I'm a big fan of all that.
yeah.
Depeche Mode, man,
So and I
definitely.
remember I remember
Oh,
coming back from that and I also obviously love Depeche Mode, but I couldn't get Nitzareb out of my mind. I just thought those
it's
guys were
around
just so
that total age is like
yes,
the slam dunk, man, album. You know,
right.
I love it.
It's yeah, that total age is just such a commanding presence, right?
Yeah,
It's such an
exactly.
unapologetic commanding presence that I was really drawn to it as a young man. Like this
Where
is so
is the
badass. This is so cool.
youth?
Yeah, yeah. Where is the gold? Yeah, totally, totally.
Oh, I love it.
That's it.
That's my
That's
era,
it.
man. That's
Yeah,
where I feel like, I mean, that's where I on that that dance floor. I need to be on that dance floor when that's playing. That's
yeah,
like that early Cam FDM, like Cam FDM light,
yeah, 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 yeah.
And again, is the world ever free? Open your eyes.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, yes.
that's it. Real solid music, that's timeless. I mean,
Yeah,
I can't think of a dance club that music that I love that I would not play that. If it doesn't play that, it's not a good club. Or Headhunter. You gotta have Headhunter, man. I
yeah,
mean, there's like
yeah.
so that did you ever hear the mix? Like there's like a single of it that has like 14 tracks or something. I don't know. It has like a ton of tracks, different artists, different stuff, remixes of Headhunter. Such badass. Yeah,
Wow.
get the super deluxe freaking single. Get it.
Okay,
It's bad. Tons of mixes. Oh my lord. Maybe I can find it. I doubt it.
okay. You can listen
I'll,
to
I'll
you.
definitely I'll definitely find the Sisters of Mercy live. It's called The
Okay.
Wake. The
Yeah, yeah.
Wake. Yeah,
Okay.
it's bad. It's
Right
bad.
on.
It is amazing. And the quality of the sound is awesome. And same with you. I like the quality of your music is just exactly that new wave sound that I like, that tone,
Hmm.
that presence.
Right.
So you have captured it very well.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm
I mean, for what I've
incredibly
heard, I haven't heard everything yet, so
sure.
I'm working on it. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
you
only
won't
as
have to wait
fast
too long.
as the artist, what I'm saying,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you'll definitely hear the next release before anyone else. So,
It's all right.
um,
I'll give you a teaser when I'm done with my project, and then I'll work on my crap too, man. I love them too. I have been actually pulling it out. I got my acoustic out and my bass out and stuff like that. I've been conditioning my finger, and stuff like that. And I've come up with like chords that are modified, but they're me, I mean,
right.
they'll work.
Yeah, man.
I can make it work. And then I got my son's back doing guitar for me. We bought him a nice new guitar, an Ibanez acoustic electric.
Excellent.
So
Excellent.
yeah, so he's getting going on that and helping out with bass as well. Because
Awesome.
he started off learning bass as well. So yeah, and it's an
Nice.
Ibanez
Nice.
bass too. Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Here we go.
we're an Ibanez family.
Yeah.
But I do have a Les Paul Epiphone, so but I use that for my punk.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Yep. Yep.
Just joking. Yeah. Anyway, so no, it's transferred to my goth rock project now because I got an Ibanez for my punk one that has a bunch of punk stickers on it of different
Okay.
bands that have been on my show.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, yeah. So it's cool. It's
Love it.
advertisement for them and all that good stuff. Gotta get stickers for my show, I tell you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do, man. It's a project, though. It is. I like the stickers you sent. You
Thanks.
can find merchandise. Hit him up on Instagram, and I'm sure he can hit you, set you up with some merch. He has some tape and all kinds of good stuff. So do you have shirts available?
I'm working on shirts right now. That's my next thing. It's actually
Okay.
something that's my very next thing. Yeah. Right now,
Okay.
cassette tapes. The Ordinary's out on cassette tape. I got a limited run of a couple hundred cassette tape. In true 80s fashion, on the B side, it's just the instrumental. No funny business, just a solid instrumental. So we got pins and stickers and cassettes. That's what we're doing right now.
Awesome. Okay, it sounds good.
A totally non-profitable venture, by the way. I don't care. I don't care. I just want to put out things that I want to see in the world that I think are cool. And
Yeah.
that's why I'm here.
Yeah, just speaking from your heart, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Some of these songs personal,
yeah, for
pretty
sure,
personal.
for sure. It's just like
I
at the end
mean,
of the day,
you're
what?
coming back with a rep. You're coming back. You're like
Right,
it's like you said, this is your comeback song.
right,
What I'm saying. You're like you've taken all this time off. It's just like me. I mean, you gotta get off all these cobwebs.
right.
I still haven't played with my big stage speakers yet, like in years. Uh, so I mean, I'm a little nervous, but at the same time, I understand it's like it's still you. You need to get it out. Get that feeling that's inside out. And whether people accept it or not is another thing. But at least hopefully you reach people. With what you do. That's the
Yeah,
point.
right,
Make making people better. Making each other better.
right.
Because life's already tough enough. We don't need
Got that
no
right.
more no more drama.
Right.
We just
Thank
need
you.
good people. And
Hmm.
solid people. So
Yeah,
does
man.
this? Do you feel this music makes you feel better?
100% therapeutic. It's one of these things where essentially, what are we talking about? Music is a higher form of communication, right? So
Yeah.
I really think that there's a strong spiritual element to this where you're connecting, hopefully, to people with this higher form of communication that you've developed. You know what I mean?
Yes, of course.
And so I think that sort of connection really, um, it's really special. It's probably the most special thing out of doing all this. And so you're absolutely right. Like Ordinary is I thought that would make the perfect comeback anthem. And it's
Yeah,
just like, I'm here. I'm ready to make a bunch of fucking noise unapologetically, and just bring like kind of a new attitude to this modern new wave movement that's, I think, Ice Island's going to be helping to spearhead, honestly. And
that's right.
I also want to give props to you, Rooster, because it takes a special. Most people aren't like this. It takes a special kind of person
Hmm.
to recognize something really special and cool before everybody else already gives it the nod. And you're the first podcast to reach out to me. This is my first Ice Island interview. Since then,
Yeah,
things have been picking up very quickly for Ice Island, and I'm obviously super stoked about that. Some radio stations coming in,
awesome,
putting in rotation stuff, but like you're the first. You're the first, and it's like I'm still at
awesome.
this level. I'm nobody, bro. Like I had a big name for myself back in the day, but that was long ago. I'm starting from scratch again. So for you to reach out and recognize the magic that I'm trying to make here, and that you were able to see with Ice Island means a lot. So thanks.
Damn it, you really have me like starting to tear up, man. I'm not even joking. Because it means a lot to me. That's what I'm trying to do, man. Help out the underground artists, and those just starting, and try to catch them before they even get on the stage.
Yeah, man.
That's my goal, catch them while they're young, I mean, because that's what's going to transition the band, that's where, because you hope to get better, you hope to not just get better musically, but be able to, it's sometimes hard to explain what's inside your heart
Right.
through the instrument. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Yeah, man.
Sometimes it's and then finally, eventually, you do understand. You at least understand for a song, but how do you do it for a whole album? That's why we keep putting out singles or EPs,
Right.
not full length albums, because we can only understand so much sometimes. So, anyways, you'd understand what I'm getting at.
100%.
Anyways, much love to you, buddy. And
Thank you,
when you
bro.
get your album put out, hit me up again, and we'll get you back on the show, and you can talk about it every track and let everybody know what's going on and future shows and all that good stuff and whatever else you have going on.
Super appreciate it, bro. This was awesome. This was great. And you name the time and place, I'll be there. I don't care how big Ice Island may get. Like, you will always be at the very top priority list for me, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You always
Always.
have a hope here on the Roosta Show. More rock, less cock. We had
Love
Steven
it.
here. Appreciate you, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
You know, but I appreciate you very much. And God bless you. And hope to hear from you soon.
God bless you too, man. Thank you.
You too.